taking action, even in any direction, is going to be better than just sitting and not doing anything. Money loves speed. Money is an exchange of energy. And the sooner that you can start doing that exchange, the sooner that you're going to get the results that you want.
All right, guys, welcome to another episode of The Report, Saturday edition. And I got my favorite co-host today. I got my man, Cassidy Warren. Cassidy, welcome back to the show.
Good to be back. Good to be back.
Yeah, good to be back, but even better to talk about the 11 life secrets that will help you become successful. A lot of these 11 that we're going to share with you, I wish I would have known 5 years ago, 6 years ago, when I started my journey to financial freedom, my journey into entrepreneurship, into real estate investing, and we're going to share them with you guys today. A lot of these 11 I've done out, I put out on my social media, I put them out on Twitter, on Instagram, and there was a lot of engagement already, so I know there's a lot of buzz around these topics, and we're going to share them with you right now. So, number one, let's jump into it. If you want to make real money, shake more hands, be useful to people with big money, solve rich people's problems. You don't need one more degree. Cassidy, what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, the best real estate investors, the best entrepreneurs know that you have to go out and meet people. It's all about your reach and your reputation. The people that you know are going to be the ones that help you get ahead.
Yes, absolutely. I think if you guys aren't making the money you want to be making, if you guys are not buying the deals that you want to be buying, it's simply because you're not shaking enough hands. You need to go out and meet more folks. You need to, have more relationships. At the end of the day, this is a people's driven business. And the more people you know, the more opportunity you're going to have. And I will say this, the bigger the problem that you can solve for people that have money, the more money you're going to make, right?
Yeah, the best thing you can do to make more money is make other people more money. When you do that, word will get around that you know how to make other people more money, and it'll flow back into you, right? And
that's so good.
When you go all in and you tell people this is what I'm doing, that will come back to you too. So the more people that you meet and they know what you do and you follow up and follow through on your commitment to make people more money, there's no stopping you.
That's so good. So I'm gonna repeat it one more time. If you want to make real money, shake more hands, be useful to people with big money, solve rich people problems, you don't need one more degree. All right, life secret number 2. A good sign someone will make it, they start, then ask how. They don't ask how to start. People that wait for the perfect plan never play the game.
Analysis paralysis kills all dreams. When you're stuck in your head, thinking, figuring, you're never going to take action. Do you learn how to ride a bike by reading a book on how to ride a bike? Or do you learn how to ride a bike by actually riding the bike? This is how we as humans learn things, is we go and we actually take the steps to go do the thing. So most of the time, most people stop themselves from doing anything out of fear. The procrastination in the analysis paralysis is what's stopping them from achieving their dreams, because they're actually afraid of what it might mean to go and do the thing that they've always wanted to go do. And so they just don't even do it.
That's so good. Most people have this thought process when they have a new idea. One, they have an idea and a target, okay? And they're like, okay, I'm going to go for this target. Number 2, they go into a planning phase. Most people go into a planning phase next. And then number 3, then they get started. But the problem is most people's plans are never going to be perfect, and they wait for the perfect plan, so they never actually end up getting to step 3 and starting on their journey. But successful people have a different thought process. They have the target, okay? And then number 2, instead of coming up with the plan, they commit to the target and they start. And then number 3, they figure out how. And so that simple tweak in your mindset is really the only difference between what separates mediocre folks that never actually get started and the folks that actually pursue their stuff is they just commit, they start, then they figure out how. So again, a good sign someone will make it. They start, then ask how. They don't ask how to start. All right. Life secret number 3, decrease the time between having an idea and executing, and everything changes. Money loves speed. Poverty loves indecision. If you wait till you have all the answers, it's no longer an opportunity.
That's right. A lot of people, most people are looking for reasons why not versus just going and picking up the phone and talking to somebody that they know, going to the meetup, going and getting into groups, taking action, even in any direction, is going to be better than just sitting and not doing anything. Money loves speed. Money is an exchange of energy. And the sooner that you can start doing that exchange, the sooner that you're going to get the results that you want.
Most people take days and sometimes weeks to make one big decision. And I'm telling you guys right now, the reason is because most people are afraid to make the wrong decision. But I'm telling you right now, the wrong decisions are just going to happen. You're going to make mistakes. The failures are part of the game. I make mistakes every single week, and I'm so used to it, and I'm okay with it. I tell the team all the time, I'm like, guys, I don't care if we make the wrong decision. Let's just make a decision. So in the same time that someone takes a week to make one decision, we're making 40 decisions. And not all of them are the right decision, but I tell the team, I'm like, guys, guess what? If it's the wrong decision, I'm okay with it. We'll pivot, we'll get better from it, and we'll improve from it. And that's where the growth is. That's where the secret sauce is.
Yeah, people think failure is like the end of the road.
No.
But failure is just what you do on your way to your target, right?
That's the only way to get better.
That's the only way to get better. Yeah, like for an example, people when they talk about investing in Airbnbs, they're like, "Oh, but won't the guest break something?" It's like, why don't you just try going and getting a deal first, and then you can worry about whether the guest is going to break something later, right?
100%. So I'm going to say it one last time. Decrease the time between having an idea and executing, and everything changes. Money loves speed. Poverty loves indecision. If you wait till you have all the answers, it's no longer an opportunity. All right. Number 4, your true riches are time, health, and freedom. Money is just a tool for buying them. Money is just a tool. What are your thoughts?
Without your health, you have absolutely nothing, and it's the foundation for everything else. You don't create wealth, you attract it. And so by becoming the best version of yourself through these things, money becomes the tool to improve your life, increase your life. The sooner that you can let go of anxiety around money and just focus on you, yourself, like your life, how you operate and how you feel, the sooner that you're going to be able to go attract more of it into your life.
I love it. I think that's pretty self-explanatory there. Next up, the right doors won't open for you until you become the version of yourself that's supposed to walk through them. Every time you become a better version of yourself, a new door gets unlocked. So powerful here. And one thing I'll say is this. Every time that I'm challenged, and I get smacked at every single level, now I just expect it. I used to be like, I level up and then I get smacked, and because I would get a little lackadaisical. Now I expect it at every single level because you don't know what you don't know. And every time you get to that new level, you're playing with more fierce competition, right? You're playing with new rules. You're playing with new people. And because of it, you're going to get smacked. There's always going to be a learning curve. So now I expect it. But every time that I push through, when I do get challenged and I get to a new level, a new door gets unlocked, a new opportunity gets unlocked. And now that new level becomes the baseline. Because for me, I'll never go back. And so every time I level up, I reach a new level, that now becomes the baseline.
Most people will never put themselves in uncomfortable situations that are required to level up. People need to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. They need to get comfortable with being the dumbest one in the room, the one that knows the least in the room. And what it comes down to is actually most people don't have a clear vision on what they even want. Or if they do, the fear is of embarrassment, the fear of failure is just too much. But by getting to new levels, there are new devils. But those new devils are what you want, what you have asked for, and they're bigger, better problems for you to solve. People are too concerned about saving 10 cents on gas at Costco versus being able to make more money or achieve their dreams or get to the next level.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think a good example is this. If you're in whatever niche you're in, I've seen it at every single level. You know, I feel like I'm trying to force it. I'm trying to chase stuff down and I'm not getting what I want out of life. And then later, a couple years down the road, I just start attracting it because I was not the version of myself that was supposed to get that or supposed to walk through that door to begin with. And then a year later, 2 years later, I become a better version of myself. And then I don't even have to chase it down. Now I just attract it. So I'm going to repeat it one more time. The right doors won't open for you until you become the version of yourself that's supposed to walk through them. Every time you become a better version of yourself, a new door gets unlocked. Super powerful. All right, next up, 99.9% of your dramas disappear once you surround yourself with smarter, more intelligent people. You can't grow with people who don't like how growth looks on you. Life gets easier with the right surroundings.
When you start becoming the best version of yourself and who you want to be and where you want to go, and you start doing the things that are required to get to the next level and be that person, you will see that your friends, your family, and those around you are going to start to change. They're going to start to treat you differently. Or you yourself might even start dimming your light, dimming who you are for fear of judgment from those around you. But it's required to move on to the next level and to get into that space.
Yeah. So I think if you're listening to this right now and you're like, hey, there's a lot of people holding me back. There's a lot of people in my circle that are telling me that what I want to do is too risky. I can't have the life that I desire because whatever it is. Those people, keep in mind, is very important to remember. You're gonna have doubters at every level. Number one, doubt only comes from below. But number two, anyone that tells you that you can't have the life that you desire already gave up on getting it for themselves. So I'm gonna repeat it again. 99.9% of your dramas disappear once you surround yourself with smarter, more intelligent people. You can't grow with people who don't like how growth looks on you. Self-explanatory. This is going to be number 6, I believe. The most successful people I know aren't smarter than everyone else. They just take action, move quick, do the work, control their emotions, and that's it.
When you're in rooms with successful people, they don't want you to be smart. They don't expect you to be smart. And it actually looks bad on you if you're quote unquote smart. So a room full of successful entrepreneurs, business owners, they want to understand that you're able to navigate problems and tap on resources, hire the best talent, delegate out. They don't want you to be the smartest person in the room. They want to know that you're someone that they can do business with and that you're not just going to try to be one-upping each other all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think moving quick is something that's very important. We talked about it earlier. That's why I say if you can get through a week and make 30, 40 decisions in the same time that most people are taking a week to make 1 or 2 decisions, you are going to grow basically 30 times quicker than the other person. And that is the secret sauce. You got to take action when you see the opportunity. You got to move quick when you see the opportunity. You got to do the hard work. You got to control your emotions. That's big. I'll say that right now. Like a lot of this game is controlling your emotions, and you got to be able to digest and process certain conversations and then jump right into another conversation with someone else and have a smile on your face and boom, shut that off. So like, I'll give you an example. There has been times where I'm like busy. I got like podcast guests waiting downstairs. I'm jumping out of a meeting and I get news from a team member that, the hotel down the street's getting flooded out, blah, 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 blah. All this stuff's going out. Fires are going on left and right. And I got to jump right into a podcast and turn it on, right? And so that's just part of the game. And those that can control their emotions and stay level-headed, I'll say this, things are never as good as they seem and things are never as bad as they seem. And so the more even-keeled you can be through the ups and downs, not just the downs, but also the ups, the more you're going to win in life and the better you're going to be able to lead your team.
The people that control their emotions control the room. They are the ones that they speak last because they know that they need to hear everything before they even figure out what their response is going to be. And so by controlling your response, and that's the one thing that you're in control of in any situation is how you respond to a situation. So if you can control your outbursts, your negative feelings, your anger, whatever emotion you're feeling, if you can keep that under control, you control the room, you control the outcome.
Yeah. The most successful people I know never lash out emotionally. They could have the world falling down, all the worst news in the world, and they are so stable, calm, collective, and cool. And that's how you become a good leader. That's how you win in this game.
100%.
All right, next up. Oh, and by the way, that was number 7. I'm going to repeat it one last time. The most successful people I know aren't smarter than everyone else. They just take action, move quick, do the hard work, control their emotions, and that's it. All right, that was number 7. Number 8, life secret that will help you become successful. Unpopular opinion. The fastest way to become the person that you desire is to put yourself in situations where the hard way is the only way. Repeat this over and over. This is the key. The opportunity you're looking for is in the hard work that you're avoiding. Hey guys, if you're looking to get into real estate investing, but you're like, hey, I don't have the time, but you want to participate in the passive income, the tax benefits, and the wealth building, my company, Summers Capital, partners with limited partners, people like yourself, and we go out and buy boutique hotels. We have a fund where we currently own 5 hotels, and we currently have a wait list for investors to participate with us. If you want to learn more to see if this is a fit for you, you can go to summerscapital.com/invest to inquire and get on our wait list and be notified next time we have an opportunity. Again, summerscapital.com/invest. Now back to the show.
Yeah, sometimes what you need to do is put yourself in that situation. When you get too comfortable, when you've reached a certain income level or certain benefits at your job or whatever it might be, it's very easy to just maintain that current status, maintain that current situation. Even entrepreneurs and business owners, they might get to a certain revenue level in their business. They wanted to hit that $1 million revenue, that $10 million revenue, and they might start to level off. When you stop growing, you're actually declining. And so growth and putting yourself in the difficult situations that you asked to be in to get to your dreams, to get to your goals, that's going to be one of the best things that you can do to actually achieve your dreams. Force growth on yourself.
I always say this, put yourself in situations where the hard work has to get done, right? And if you think about it, that's just how the game works. So if you're not consistent, if you're not growing, it's usually because you're not doing the hard work, right? And so put yourself in situations where the hard work has to get done, whether that's setting up KPIs, whether that's setting up some sort of scorecard. You need some sort of support group. You need some sort of way to keep yourself accountable. For example, I shoot 3, sometimes 4 podcasts every single Wednesday. Yeah, there's some Wednesdays where I wake up and I got a million things going on. I had a long week and I'm tired and I'm like, dude, I don't really feel like coming in and shooting 3, 4 podcasts. But guess what? I have 3 or 4 podcast guests flying in from out of town. I'm putting out 3 episodes a week. It's a non-negotiable. Since I started podcasting in 2019, I have not missed one podcast. And so when people are like, oh, I've seen a lot of growth, I'm like, yeah, because I've constantly put myself in situations where the hard work has to get done. I've always put myself in situations where the hard way is the only way. Rain or shine, I'm showing up, I'm bringing the fucking heat. And that's when you do that, compounded over weeks, over months, over years, that is the difference between someone making it to the college level in basketball and becoming Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan.
Yeah. I just hired my executive assistant, and same thing where I need to show up every single day to make sure that I am doing the thing that I promised that I am going to do. I'm going to grow this company. I'm going to buy hotels. I'm going to create content. We're on a ride here and I'm going to do it. And now that I have an assistant, I have to do it in my mind because I hired her. She relies on me for income and benefits and all this. And so I need to show up every single day doing the things that I need to do to grow the company and grow everything. So that's just another way of putting yourself in these situations.
Yeah, absolutely. And for anyone out there that's like, oh my God, I'm thinking about hiring an assistant, but I don't know if I'm quite there. I think, yeah, go make the hire, because I'll tell you what, it forces you to not only train this individual that's going to make you better, but it also forces you to reallocate your time to go get an ROI on that time that you just bought back. Otherwise, it doesn't justify the salary that you're paying that person, right? And so it forces you to go out there and level up. And I'm telling you guys right now, every time you put yourself in a situation where you're forced to level up, you level up.
That's right.
Every time you put yourself in a situation where your back is against the wall, you level up.
Yep.
That's how the game fucking works.
Yeah, and if you look backwards on your life, most people, that's likely what you've done in each situation. It might have just been smaller or felt more straightforward at the time, and now the next thing is going to be bigger. But that's the thing. If it's uncomfortable and it's a leap, it's a leap. But putting yourself in these situations and committing, that's the other thing, is commitment to what you said you're going to do for yourself and your family. So by me hiring an assistant, I have now committed to myself that I am doing this. Like, that is a all in jump. I'm doing this. And most people are not willing to commit and go all in on their dreams.
Those that commit, those that go all in, win the game. Life rewards those who go all in. I'm going to read it one more time. The fastest way to become the person that you desire is to put yourself in situations where the hard way is the only way. I'll even say this: the guaranteed path to become the person that you desire is to put yourself in situations where the hard way is the only way. That's deep right there. All right, number 9, life hack. Get in rooms where your dreams are others' realities. It's the quickest way to improve your life. This game is all about being in the right rooms.
Yep. I wanted to buy hotels, so I put myself in rooms where people buy hotels. And guess what? I bought one and I'm under contract on another, and I'm going to continue buying hotels. And this is the reality of you doing what you want for yourself. You need to surround yourself with other people that have done the thing that you're trying to do at levels that you can't even imagine. And guess what? It's going to take work to go find them. It's going to take work to go get in the rooms. You might even have to pay to get in the rooms. And that is something that people don't understand, that are just starting out or have never done something as difficult as growing a business or building a business, is yes, you have to pay to get into the rooms. But once you're in the rooms, that's when the magic happens. And that's when the collaboration happens. And that's when the connections happen. Proximity is power. You need to get around other people to become successful.
if I'm hanging out with a group of people that are talking about the past, that's a red flag. I like to hang out with people that are talking about the future because I'll tell you what, life is already short enough as it is. I always say months is the best way to measure how much time we have left. And right now, I'm 39 years old, right? Months is the best way to measure how much time we have left. Right now, I'm 39. Average life expectancy for a male in the United States right now is 77. I'm 39. I have roughly 455 months left. Life is already short enough as it is. Those 455 months are going to go by like this. Why am I going to spend and waste any time talking about the past? Like, I'm going to talk about these next 455 months. And so if you are hanging out with people right now that are talking about the past and not talking about the future, that is a red flag that you are hanging out in the wrong circles. Get in rooms where your dreams are others' realities. It's the quickest way to improve your life. And I'll give you one more example. You could be hanging out in a room, and let's just say you're looking to go take down your first deal. And you could be hanging out with folks that have never invested in real estate before. Maybe they're family members, maybe they're good friends of yours, and they're going to tell you, oh my gosh, going and buying that single family short-term rental for $400,000 is too risky. You're going to lose all your money. You're going to become a slave to this Airbnb. Don't do it. And you're going to be stopped in your tracks. But then you get in another room and they're going to be like, yo, dude, Cassidy, you're thinking way too small, man. Like, you're going to get up here and start taking down 24-unit, 40-unit boutique hotels. And you can just raise the money, man. We can put these deals together. I'll show you how to do it. We can partner with folks that have done it before. You're thinking too small. And that is the difference of being in the right room and the wrong room.
And people don't understand what you just said. And that's exactly what happened to me. And that's exactly why I'm scaling and growing the way that I am. The other thing I wanted to add to that, on top of not talking about the past, and this is for everyone out there, be aware in the rooms and the situations and the social gatherings that you're in, be aware of one, people talking about the past. You will notice how many people that are not people that you want to be hanging out with, that are, you can call them losers, you can call them whatever you want, that are talking about the past. And the other way they show up is by complaining. Complainers. When you're in rooms of successful people, they are not complaining. They are figuring out how to solve the problems that are presented to them, and they are taking ownership of the problems. Complainers are just people that make excuses for what life has done to them. They are not figuring out how to solve the problems that have been presented to them, and they are not excited about the problems. They are complaining. So stay away from those people.
Those who complain don't know how to solve problems.
Yeah.
That's it. All right. Get in rooms where your dreams are others' realities. It's the quickest way to improve your life. All right. Number 10, competition happens at the bottom. The people at the top are collaborating. Game recognized game. Your money will grow when your mindset does.
Yeah, this is another thing that most people don't realize. Number one, to even get in the room, you have to understand that it's collaboration. And so it's about becoming the best version of yourself, not talking about the past, not complaining, all of that. And then once you get into the room, it's all collaboration. It's all love. It's all connections. It's all like genuine people helping each other out. Outside of those rooms, at the bottom, in the middle, like when you're working at a job and people don't know each other's salaries, or they figure out other people's salaries, and it's like sharks fighting in the water because someone makes $5 extra grand than them, or versus, hey, I'm going to go add as much value. I'm going to go figure out how to collaborate with everybody. I'm going to go create the most value at my job in the world. I'm going to build the best possible thing that I can. And I know that I'm going to get rewarded for that. I'm going to go help these people, and that's going to come back to me, versus I'm going to go try to take. I'm going to go try to take this. Oh, they make more money than me. All of that stuff like that.
That is not the culture that I ever want. And that is a big red flag. People, team members and all that sort of thing, jealous or wondering why someone else is making more than them. I'm like, yo, you should be stoked on your team members. You should be pumping them up. You should be hyping them up, and you should be excited for them. Like, that's the culture that I want, man.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say it one more time. Competition happens at the bottom. The people at the top are collaborating. Game recognized game. Your money will grow when your mindset does. And yeah, it's a real thing. It's a true thing. I mean, shoot, we're collaborating right now.
We're collaborating right now.
Every time I do a podcast with anyone, we're collaborating. We're sharing our audiences. We're sharing our knowledge with each other. We're helping each other. That's the name of the game. That's how we grow.
And the collaboration is not reaching out on a DM and saying, oh, hey, we should work together, or da-da-da. It's like, no, you figure out how to go add value into other people's lives first. You go do that. You go add value, whatever it is that you do, however it is that you can help somebody, go do that first without expecting anything in return, and you'll see it all show up for you. That's how to collaborate. Don't put the collaboration on other people. Don't put the responsibility on someone. If people are out there messaging you, Rich, and like, oh, hey, like, let's collaborate, let's do this. Like, no, first figure out how you can help Rich. Figure out how you can help people in a circle. Like, whatever, do that first. And that's how you get the collaboration. That's how you level up.
That's how the game works. I love it. All right. Number 11, last but not least. Most men die at 25 but aren't buried till they're 75. Shoot the shot, take the risk, ask the girl, one life, make it count.
This one hits, man. This one is real because I've seen it real time. I was an IT manager working corporate, and you realize very quickly, if you're paying attention, that that's it. This is, I'm 25, I'm 30, and it's not going to look any different over the next 40 years. And that's just something that I couldn't accept. And I think most people feel that same way. And this is what happens in relationships where I think both partners feel stagnant. They feel like, oh, I thought life was supposed to get better, but actually, like, I see the writing on the wall and I'm only 30 years old. So I'm going to buy distractions. I'm going to buy booze and weed, and I'm going to get drunk. I'm going to get wasted. I'm going to distract myself. And you have basically just ended your life, but you're just a zombie going through life with distractions because you realize that you're not going to go ever do anything for yourself.
And I'll say this. At 33, I felt stuck. I didn't feel like I was growing. I was looking for that next thing. I was 11 years as a government employee. I did what the system tells you to do. I worked hard. I went to school. I got a job. I played it safe. I diversified. I invested in my 401k. I did all those things. And yeah, it works. It slowly grows. But I got bored. I was like, dude, I need more out of life. And that's when I discovered real estate investing. That's when I discovered entrepreneurship. And that's when I cashed out my 401k. And so at 33, I felt stuck. At 39, dude, I feel like I'm just getting warmed up right now. This is just the fucking beginning. And I have a whole new life ahead of me. And I am so excited. I got a whole new energy, a fresh vibe, a fresh mindset. And when I say we're just getting warmed up, like I truly mean it. And so for anyone listening to this right now, if you are 27, you are 33, you are 37, and you feel stuck and you're like, hey, I'm too late to make a switch. It is never too late to reinvent yourself. Put in the work, put in the time, get in the right rooms. And I tell you right now, you're going to look back 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 4 years from now, and you are going to feel younger. You're going to feel more energized, and you are going to feel like a completely new human being. So if you are thinking about starting that new thing, you are thinking about that new business venture, you're thinking about going and buying that first real estate deal, I'm telling you right now, get in the right rooms and go make it happen.
Nothing changes until you make the change. And I say it like that, meaning you make the change. You are responsible for your reality. You create your own reality. And this podcast, we're talking to entrepreneurs, business owners. We're talking to people that are already like vibing on this frequency, right? They're already kind of ready. If none of this is resonating with you, if none of the stuff that we're saying today is resonating with you, you got some work to do. You got to go look at some stuff. You got to go think about some stuff. But nothing changes until you change and you create your own reality, which means you take the action to make the changes. You cash out your 401k, you quit the job, you find the groups of people. You do not rely on anyone else to give you permission to go do the things that you want to do. You create your own reality.
I love it. I'm going to recap it again. Most men die at 25, but aren't buried until they're 75. Shoot the shot, take the risk, ask the girl, one life, make it count. Those are the 11 life secrets that will help you become successful. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the reviews. Share this podcast on Instagram, on your Instagram story. Tag me and I'll reshare it. I want to see where you guys are listening from. If you guys found value in this type of episode, let me know and we'll do more episodes just like this. Cassidy's going to be down in the studio. We're going to be ripping a lot more Saturday edition episodes just like this. If you guys like it, let us know and we'll bring more heat. He's Cassidy Warren. I'm Rich Summers. Listeners, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.